All right, let's continue then to talk about the State Capture Commission. Our reporter Natasha Phiri is outside the State Capture Commission. As you know, they are on recession for about 10 minutes. So while we are on that 10-minute break, let's just get the latest. A very good afternoon to you, Natasha. Give us a brief sort of summary of what came out of day 2 of today's proceedings as the President continues to testify. Of course, one of the interesting aspects I think from my side was the President saying he didn't know what was going on with regards to his campaign funding. I think that a lot of commentators are commenting on that this afternoon, but I'm sure you can tell us about more of what was quite important that came out of today.
Well, indeed, Flo, good afternoon to you. And of course, once again, to our SABC viewers, I think you've summed it up very correctly. I think the main talking heads here are the CR17 campaigns and the funds. And as you correctly cited, the ANC President saying that he was not involved in the CR17 campaign funds. It was his team, and his team would not let him actually be involved in that process. While my colleague, Mzwandile Mbeto, who's our political editor, is actually covering the proceedings inside, Flo, I am outside just monitoring what's happening. As you know, that yesterday we saw quite a number of political parties picketing outside the commission, and today we've got ANC members who are also camped outside here saying that they are here in support of the ANC and of the work of the commission. But let's just actually quiz them on what they think about proceedings so far. Shima, I'll bring the conversation back to you. You've heard ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa saying that he was not involved in the CR17 campaign finances.
Yeah, I think we must start to say we are happy with the presentation that the President has made. He has been honest. And we must indicate that some of us were part and parcel of the CR17 campaign. And we know very well that the President was never part of that particular campaign.
But how do you know, Shima?
I know because I was there. I was coordinating Free State. I was sitting at the national level of the CR17 campaign. There's never been any stage where our national campaign will be addressed by President Cyril Ramaphosa. There's never been any stage where President Cyril Ramaphosa will promise us money or anything. Anything that we received at that particular time were donations that campaign managers requested from individuals and business people. Therefore, each and everybody, for an example, if I come and say I want to build an NPO, I want to build a certain organization for a certain purpose, I need funds, I will go and request funds wherever I think that I will be able to get funds. So it's unfortunate that his name is being put in the mud. We know why he has been targeted. It's because of the good work that he's trying to do in the country, the good work that he's trying to do in the African National Congress.
But let's then also take back this conversation to political funding. Before the acts came into effect on the 1st of April, you had the issue of political funding, and some might say that political funding opens up the doors for capture, and hence we're here today. This is why the State Capture Commission is actually in operation today.
Political funding will open doors for capture if, for an example, a certain business gives that campaign money, and in a year or a month, that particular business, it is the one that instructs the President that we want so and so to be appointed, or we want that type of a business. That thing has never happened. If there is anybody with a tangible evidence who can say, Comrade President or the campaign of Comrade President received 1, 2, 3 from this particular person, and this particular person went to the President and instructed the President to do 1, 2, 3, 4, then they must come forward. It must not be something that we use common sense. It must not something that we just come with allegations that we don't have proof about. It's unfortunate, but we know for sure that they will forever come with these concocted stories. They will never find anything from that campaign. They'll never find anything that collaborates Comrade President with the wrongdoing. That one we're 100% sure.
Just to rope in the sentiments of people on social media, we've been seeing some tweets, some people saying that, listen, the president isn't really, accounting for the party's actions, for his actions. He's being somewhat evasive, to the commission's, to the questions posed to him in the commission.
I think I've answered that particular one. I've answered that particular one earlier on, that the president has not been invasive, but the president has been answering questions that are put to him, and he has been honest in answering those questions. And as members of the ANC, we are very happy in how he has been conducting the whole process, how he has been bringing proof and everything. We are very happy as members of the African National Congress.
Earlier on, I just also wanted to ask you about the situation. My colleague Samgele Masego is in the Northwest Province right now with the issue of Supra Mahumapelo. I mean, he's been suspended by the ANC. I mean, what are your sentiments about this?
Look, like I said it earlier on, the ANC is an organization that has policies and principles. Part of the policy that we have is the constitution of the ANC. And if that province have followed the constitution to the latter, us as members of the ANC will have to accept that process as members of the ANC, because I think the constitution was applied in Northwest. I don't think Comrade Supra Mahumapelo was targeted or something. They've got evidence. They acted, they applied to constitution. So we were happy as members of the ANC, and we will follow.
We'll catch up with you later on. But let's just actually link up with the proceedings inside the commission.